I don't think of myself as a portrait painter, but I did want to try painting a pet portrait of our friend's dog, a golden doodle. Really like the color of Avila. Avila is the name of the dog. I took the original photo into Photoshop and removed the background. I also took out the leash. I figured the pink collar was enough. This charcoal sketch may not be a perfect likeness of the original photo, but it did give me the opportunity to explore the shapes and Avila's features. I decided to trace the large shapes and outline so that I could get the likeness as close as possible onto the board. Don't normally take that approach because I like doing my own drawings, especially of landscapes, that sort of thing. But since this is a portrait, I needed to get the likeness correct, so I went that route. I started out, as I normally do with oil painting, by mixing up some darks. This is Ultramarine Blue and Burnt Sienna. And I'll place a few darks. There's not a whole lot of darks other than the eyes, nose, and some shadow areas. I like to use all sides of the brush to vary my brush marks. Mixing up some piles of yellow ochre, titanium white, quinacridone burnt orange, and carmine will be my main colors for the majority of the picture. I decided to start at the bottom rather than the top or the face. This allowed me to keep things fairly loose and free to begin with, and then tighten up around the features of Avila's face. It also gives me a sort of a playground to play around with colors and mark types. The challenge for me here is to keep it as loose as I can, using a big brush as long as I can, yet keeping the likeness. The pink color that Avila is wearing really creates a nice contrast with the warm colors, the yellows and the oranges. I'm still striving to keep things pretty loose down on the chest area because I don't want viewers to linger there too long, because the face really is the key for this whole portrait. The nose and the eyes, I'll come in later and put the white areas in the eyes, and that'll really set those into place. As I put the white fur in, which is mainly titanium white with a little bit of yellow ochre, I'm going to let it mix some with the edges of some of the darker fur that I've put in. Now I'm shaping some of the darker areas around the eyes, and I'll come in with some off-white to finish off the eyes. It really is amazing how one small brush stroke can change the entire look or the entire emotion of the painting. I'm using a color called grayish blue with some titanium white and cadmium orange to create the backdrop color. Well, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed watching me paint Avila. I sure had a good time. If this is something you enjoy, please don't hesitate to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. And I'll see you on the next one.